Hello guys, so using tablet for recording lah. Okay, so this class will be mainly focused on low time frame, but of course we have go through a few classes. The higher time frame structure is very important for us to use the lower time frame behavior. Okay. So lower time frame allow us to enter sharp and then we understand how market move in a lower time frame and form the higher time frame structure. Okay, so as always, we always start from higher time frame. Then we just take a look over here lah. Same thing lah. This is the daily zone that we already go through. It's very simple. Daily zone, and inside daily zone there are two history zone that I highlight using green color. Okay, so and we check for the cell structure over here. Now it's over here okay, the cell structure, and we take a look at lower time frame. Okay, all the multi time frame we have already go through, so I don't think we need to go through multi time frame again. And the green color one you guys have already see lah. Why I highlight the green color is because of multi time frame history, H4, all these things lah. So now we straight away go to lower time frame, and before that we understand last week Iran and Israel settled. There's no more war, that's why you see the gold pullback. And this week market will focus on NFP and unemployment rate to forecast the FOMC monetary policy changes, whether they want to cut interest rate earlier or not. Okay, so price already come back to daily zone. Okay, so for us to understand the lower time frame is very simple what we are looking for is actually repeating of the market behavior on how we identify the higher time frame. Higher time frame, we go through the basic candlestick class already. So momentum, indication, it's the same thing happen all over again in lower time frame. Okay, so we understand the higher time frame first. Over here, from starting point of this pullback strong sell M15, so we stop at M15 so that you guys don't need to always check the chart. So maybe just 1 hour 4 times if it's at the zone. And this zone very simple, is in the green one. Why is in the green one? Because of this it's very simple, just a confirmation for us to continue sell because price pull back into the sell zone. Then we go down to lower time M15. M15 is telling us seller has entered the market to sell. Okay, so it's very simple. We open up this lower time frame, first sell candle. Okay, so this line is the market open up of the Data Asia session. Yeah, I put it at 8 in the morning so this one is at 5 o'clock on London session. So London session start to sell. So this is the first sell structure. Okay, this is the first sell structure. Okay, and then okay, so now then it pull back into the buy zone as you can see, there's a buy zone over here. This is M15. Go to higher time frame, then we can find over here. Yeah, it pull back into the buy zone here. Yeah, for zone we always refer to higher time frame yeah, nice. Then there's a wave coming. Okay, then market pull back into the sell zone. So we look at lower time frame when market do a wave pattern like this. Yeah. This is where drop is drop. Come back here. So we look at lower time frame. We want to follow lower time frame sell. Okay, so this is the first sell that happened. Change the color. Okay, then now we see come into midnight already. So this is 3 o'clock. New York second session sell continuation. Okay, so this is the New York sell. Then we go down to the next day. This line is the next day, 8 o'clock Asia open, and over here we can see that Asia there's a short buy. Okay, but we are looking for sell because market is in a pullback phase. So you can see the market make a drop page drop where we continue sell. So where does the sell happen? Here. Okay, continuation sell is very simple. You see continuation sell down. Okay, then we come into London hour. This is pre-London 2 o'clock. You can see that there's another buy, and then we make a drop base drop again, and then markets pull back into the base and then continue go down. Okay, so this is the London movement sell. Okay, and you can highlight this one sell. So there's no buy. For buy you have to cut when you see lower time frame happen like this. Okay, then come into the 6 o'clock, and then there's a sideways movement over here. This is buy lah. I think if you look at if you focus lower time frame and not the higher time frame, then you buy. Okay, buy, and then it's sideways, and then there's a sell again here. Okay, so sell continuation again, drop base drop again happen. Okay, then now it come into the buy zone. Why it's coming to buy zone is take a look at fish tree. Okay, buy zone and major buy zone. Okay, then down to M15. So now we have to take note of market is coming down into the buy zone already, and this is New York continue sell, and then first buy reaction come up, then market close. Okay, sideways market close, and in the morning 6 a.m. market open sell. Okay, this one we will not able to trade because we are still sleeping, and then market pull up. Okay, come into the buy zone, market reject sideways, and then come, you can see there's a base sell, and then it push up. This is where the buy activity start to kick in. This is at Asia zone at 9 o'clock. This is where the buying activity kickstart in the market. Okay, then you can see that buy rally base rally lah, very simple, rally base rally, rally base rally. Okay, rally base rally. Market always move in a wave lah. Okay, then this is not very simple. This one you can see. Okay, you can look at M30. Okay, rally base rally zone. This is 1 and 2. Okay, and you can see that there's a buy coming over here. Okay, then continue, go down to M15. We see that rejection is happening over here now. And then there's a small rally base rally over here. Okay, and after this, then it gives you a clear pusher. This is at midnight already, so we cannot trade this one, and I cannot hold my buy also because of the futures problem. It will cut my buy entry before market close at 4 something over here. Okay, before market close over here, and then continue buy, continue market, continue buy, and come into today. Okay, today Asia open, continue buy, market pull back into the Asia open and continue buy. Okay, no sell, there's no sell at all, no seller, and then buy, and then buy. Okay, so far there's no sell at all. So if you put pending order, then you just get into floating position because at the moment there's no sell, no seller in the market. So now you just have to hold. And we take a look at higher time frame. Now it's pulling into the daily zone of daily sell zone. Okay, so if you want to sell this zone, if you are expecting a pullback from this zone back into here, then what you need to do is just to check for behavior if there's any sell enter market inside this zone, because now market is still making a rally based rally. Yeah, so what we want to do is usually we want to see at least there's a strong sell coming to the market before we expect a pullback. Okay, it's very simple for lower time frame. What we are looking for is just the market behavior when there's a buy and when there's a sell. But I have to take note that is lower time frame there's a lot of noise, which means if you enter a lower time frame you will have high chances of hitting a sell because of a false movement. So that is the thing that you need to accept. But lower time frame movement allow you to have a smaller SL, because once you see the movement is not aligned with your prediction, then you just cut it and wait. For example, if you sell over here, if you see a movement still pushing up, then you just cut it lah. It's better to cut it than you hold your losing position. This thing happen all the time at lower time frame. See this one, the push, and this is the push. It's the same thing, but you see lower time frame it give you more noise. Yeah, this one is show you the sell, but this one we can see that there's a change of the structure. Then we just cut the sell, just take profit. Okay, and hold up, and then this one is the seller coming into the market. So it happens all the time. What you need to do is just to study the past behavior in order for you to understand the market behavior. Okay, and you need to take note that is everything have to base on higher time frame structure. Then we use the lower time frame when market come into your higher time frame structure point for you to understand whether there's any seller or buyer enter the market at the zone area. Okay, so this is today movement. Market is in a start since the Asia Open is still in a bullish movement. Today is Tuesday, and yesterday start at the New York Asia session. So it's 6 o'clock market open. You see, 6 o'clock market sell down into the buy zone, and then buyer pick up, and then it push up yesterday. Okay, so since yesterday, and then at New York zone over here, there's no seller. New York here push up. Okay, so New York is buying, Asia is buying. So there's a very strong buyer has entered the market to buy up the gold. So for us to sell, we have to think on whether there's any seller lah, any strong seller to come into the market to sell down gold. Okay, and we need to take note of minor and major zone lah. So market has come back into the major buy zone. That's why we're not looking for sell at minor sell zone, because major zone will break the minor sell zone. Okay, major buy zone will break the minor sell zone, so we are not going against the market. Okay, so it's very simple. M30, it's very simple. M30. Okay, you see how the candle that highlight using M15 is the same as M30 lah. So now it's still pushing up. Okay, so no sell, only buy at the moment. So you just have to wait for the buy, for the sell to come in. If you want to sell this daily sell zone. Okay, this is, okay, another one is over here lah, if you want to go against the market. Okay, so of course then you have to take note of the lower time frame behavior lah, in order for you to enter sharp movement. Okay, bye guys. So we'll continue to use YouTube channel for sharing and education, no? Okay, good luck. So this week, take note, is NFP week, and this is a short week because Thursday, Friday is a US holiday. Yeah, so as long as you follow market movement, you should be fine, huh?